Well, it is a festival that just keeps on entertaining, doesn't it? This year is number 32 for Halifax's popular Busker Festival.
The 6-day event draws about 200,000 people to the waterfront. And tonight it has caught the attention of Colleen Jones. She is live from the waterfront. Colleen.
Hello, I swear I've done it for all 32 years. This is the Circus Firemen. They're from Melbourne, Australia. They are very funny. And I know Ryan just said it's a little cooler on the waterfront. I can assure you it is not. However, perfect conditions, especially for the long weekend with the Halifax Busker Festival, 32nd edition of it. Here's what was happening earlier today. Check it out.
It seems no matter how many times you see a person swallowing a sword, you just don't get tired of it. Jack Wise is from Ireland. He has many talents, including being a sword swallower.
How do you get into sword swallowing?
Very carefully with your toothbrush.
But his act is more than just swallowing swords. It's card tricks. He makes things magically reappear, all classic busking.
Is that your ring? It's her ring. Come on, people.
Mixture of magic, comedy, ventriloquism and sword swallowing. Not all at the same time because it scares the you-know-what out of the puppets.
This is his second time performing in Halifax.
I think it's the most honest way to make a living in the world because they pay you what they think the show is worth.
What keeps the Busker Festival fresh after 32 years? Well, to answer that, I find Christina Edwards at Busker headquarters.
We scout all year long for new performers. They come to us in droves from across the world. They want to be here. They've heard about us from Asia to Europe to South America, and they want to be here. So they keep it fresh.
The act, known as the Circus Firemen from Australia, are relieved that after years of trying, they finally got on the Halifax roster.
We've finally made it. We've been trying to get this festival for 7 years, and we've been invited this year.
Wow, so this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge deal.
When it comes to Busker festivals internationally, Halifax is recognized as one of the best.
It's reputation for sure. It's the most famous festival in our industry.
The economic spin-offs are huge, from hotels to restaurants, and the vendors on the waterfront, they're busy.
You can feel the energy within them. They're so happy, and you're like, and that happiness is contagious, because if you see someone smiling, you smile too. People are dancing, they're happy, so it's a nice thing.
Oh, wait, go, and here you go. This is Jack Wise, and I asked him to stick around to show me. Oh my goodness, I know. I asked him, would you stick around? And because I said at the beginning of that item,
Yeah.
I never get tired of seeing that. This is.
It's a real sword. It's 24 inches long, solid steel, and it's made to measure. It's actually made to measure. When I bought it initially, it was too long. So when I swallowed it, it was protruding about that far out of my mouth, so I got it cut to measure.
I mean, what makes a person to be a sword swallower?
I saw a sword swallower at a festival when I was about 17 years old, and I thought that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I went home and I taught myself. I read a book called Memoirs of a Sword Swallower by a guy called Daniel Mannix, who was a sword swallower, a guy who ran away with the circus. It was cool.
You can probably tell Dublin, Ireland. I thought what you were doing was really cool, but I've never said I'm going to go home and learn how to do this.
I know, my poor parents, when they looked out in the back garden, I was trying to swallow a sword.
Yeah, kids, don't try this at home, and Tom and Amy, don't try them. Halifax Busker Fest all weekend long. You're having a ball.
Absolute ball. We've got some of the best circus acts in the world all flown into Halifax. We're going to be starting shows from 12 o'clock all the way through till late night. And can I say a special thanks to cultureireland.ie, who looked after getting me here. They flew me in, so a big thank you to them.
Well, I thank you for swallowing the sword live on air. Elizabeth, I'm not going to try it.
No, my jaw just dropped. That was incredible. Thank you for that preview. Colleen Jones from the Halifax Busker Festival.